Morning. It is Tuesday, the 1st of September. How is it September already? Oh my god, 2015. September. I'm born in September. I'm gonna be 33 in 20 days. 33. 20 days. I mean, it makes logical sense. I have a 13-year-old. I would hope that I would be 33 in a few days, but and for those of you who did the math, yes, I was 19 when I conceived and 19 when I gave birth, and I would not recommend that to anyone ever, although if you do that path, you can still be successful. It's just a lot harder. A lot harder. Let me tell you about how hard it is to be a single mom at 19. Don't do it. Little girls out there, don't do it. What else? It is September. I can't believe it. And I spent most of this morning talking about code with my Irish gentleman and also building an elaborate spreadsheet in Excel because I love Excel. It makes me happy. This spreadsheet is tangentially work related. I mean, I don't really need it, but it's something that helps me keep track of my time management. So completely complex, complicated, millions of formulas linking from one tab to another tab to another tab with an overall summary tab and then broken down by month. I like Excel. It works with my broken, overly organized brain. Also interesting about today, I'm going to coffee with that redheaded beautiful man. Not sure how I feel about it, actually. I mean, I am excited that there's a very handsome gentleman out there in the world who wants to spend time with me, consuming coffee and docking. That makes me happy, but he's not my Irish gentleman, and I already know I'm going to go into it going, you're not my Irish gentleman. You're very sweet, you're very charming, you're not my Irish gentleman. He's what I want. But he's in Ireland. Anyway, I will go. I will report back on how it went. Hopefully it will go swimmingly and the two of us will just be happy little ducks in a pond. A very nice pond, a very wet pond, a very large pond, I hope. But I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna have coffee. I will be at coffee by 5:40 p.m. today. That's what's gonna happen. And what else is going on in my world? I have yoga. That's something to look forward to. Yoga, where I can barely hold a pose. And I'm always like, body twist, leg in the air, what? I am such a mess at yoga, but I love it. I don't even care. I don't even care that I'm terrible at it because I love it so much. It makes me all limber and relaxed. So I do it, and I'm like, but I do it. What else? Oh, this weekend, I've confirmed I'm going to see one of my favorite couples, the one that I was supposed to see weekend before last, but they had to cancel. I get to see them this weekend. I'm very excited. I haven't seen them since my trip. I have to figure out something to bring the wife, because she's very, very pregnant at this point, and I always bring her nice gifts, and I want to bring her something special. But I don't know what. Have to think about it. I might bring something for their baby too, depending on if I have time. I'm gonna go to the farmer's market like right before I go see them, so I will probably bring fresh produce of some sort. I brought you cherries for your baby. Or peaches. Juicy, juicy peaches. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It'll be fun. I will have a grand time with them. I love them wholeheartedly. I have been sending texts with the husband back and forth. Not the wife. She's not very communicative online, but she's my absolute favorite. I love her so much more than the husband. As generally happens, I'm not particularly, I'm not anti-guys. I like guys. I love guys. But I have deeper and more meaningful friendships with females, as most women do, I feel. Anyway, I don't think anything else exciting is going on in my life. Talked about code. Talked about indentured servants because my son is doing something for indentured servants in history. And I was like, wasn't that kind of a bum deal for the indentured servants? And his assignment is to create an advertisement. You are a landowner in a colony, and you need to create an advertisement that will attract indentured servants. And I was like, but like, wouldn't it be more interesting if you wrote from the point of view of the indentured servant who came over and then was screwed? Maybe I just look at things differently. That's what I would be interested in. I'd be interested in like a first person memoir, like diary of an indentured servant who's like, I'm so nervous and excited. Oh, crossing the ocean sucks. I got here and they gave me crappy food and not such good clothes, and now I have to work for twice as long for some reason. Like, that is so much more fascinating to me than I'm a rich man and you should come work for me. Well, let me make an advertisement to trick you into it. Like, part of the thing is they're supposed to address their concerns, like, but they're legitimate concerns. Like, if I was, anyway. I try not to influence him too much with the like, but he was thinking, what could possibly be a concern that someone would have? Coming to America is great. And I was like, maybe they're concerned about dying on the trip over. Maybe they're concerned about the native population that does not want us here and is fighting to get us out. Maybe they're concerned about, I don't know, being screwed over by their boss. And then, since, as I mentioned, he's in this church group that's like indoctrinated the Bible into his brain, I was like, remember how that one guy in the Bible worked for a wife for 7 years and he got the ugly sister? And my son was like, she wasn't ugly, she just wasn't as nice as the other one. And I was like, maybe that's what they taught you, but what I remember is he worked for 7 years and got the ugly sister. Then he had to work for 7 more years to get the pretty sister. That's kind of 14 years of your life down the drain so you can fuck a girl you like. Did I say that about a Bible story? Maybe it's time to end this on that note, on the note of let me say terrible things about the Bible, which, I mean, if you read it, it's kind of a terrible book. I have read it. Hi. Don't get angry with me. Don't be all like, you don't know what you're talking about. I know what I was talking about. I was raised in an extremely conservative Christian church, and I went to the same brainwashy youth group that my son is currently in. I know what I'm talking about. I have read the entire Bible. I even listened to Through the Bible with J. Vernon McGee. How many of you can say that? How many of you can say that? I can say that. I've gone through the entire Bible with this man from like the 20s. It's a website. You can go look at it. You can actually buy. I was like nostalgic the other day for reasons from my childhood. And I was like, I wonder if you can like still listen to that guy who would just natter on about the Bible. I wonder. And I typed on my computer because Google is a wonderful thing when it's not being totally evil and reading your emails. And you can start at any time. You can listen for free, or you can buy the entire set of his ramblings and listen to your little heart's content all about the Bible from this guy's perspective. And it's actually really fascinating. It does go into in-depth detail and like compare different word choices in different texts and like goes back to the original Hebrew, and that's really interesting and also probably more information than anyone who is not a Christian scholar needs. I don't even think Christian scholars really need to do that either. I'm getting myself into more trouble here. I am going to sign off now. Have a lovely, wonderful Tuesday.